Yeah, I'm not going to forget my mic this time. Ah, ah, ah,
There you
ah,
go.
ah. Whatever. And folks, we've got a lot to talk about today. We've got a lot of stuff happening for State of Play, which is very exciting. We've got a bit of a retro cartoon that I've decided to kind of dive back into. We've got a new trailer that came out, and we've got a anime that kind of made me go, "Oh," and it kind of hurt my feelings, like in a weird way. I don't know how to explain that. I don't know. But Jabba, are you ready? And are the thumbs ready?
I guess so.
Outstanding. Outstanding. You lift them as if you are a bodybuilder. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I try.
It's crazy work.
Pain, suffering.
All right. Well, let's go and let's have some fun, folks. Let's do it. Hello, folks, and welcome once again to another episode of TBA News, your anime and gaming division of the Hungry Oblique channel. Whoa, there's a lot to talk about, and we're going to have a lot of fun. But first, we got to introduce ourselves. So allow us to reintroduce ourselves. My name is Antonio Palmares, a.k.a. the Hungry Oblique, the hungriest man in the room. You can take that however you like.
What up? It is your girl, Jabba, and part of the Straw Hat crew. I don't know if you can tell by my shirt because I'm rocking, like, the little one piece right up in there. So, yeah.
Straight from the Grand Line. Outstanding. I really do want to get back into that anime, but I'm not immortal.
Look, I'm telling you, play Destiny and listen to it in the background. That's what I did. It took me like a year and a half to catch up, and that's when we had like that 6-month break for Destiny, where we were just like playing because there's no expansion. That's how I did. That's how I caught up.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of wish. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of wish we had that again, so I could just use like my Warlock and Titan. But then I go, I've got a lot to read. I'm time for this, and so what have you. But speaking of a lot to do, my goodness, Jabba. First story, State of Play. Yes.
State of Play, because we're gonna play. So yeah, so State of Play happened last week. It was on Thursday, on the 12th, and by golly, we have a lot of stuff, which means if somebody wants to donate to the Jabba and Hungry Bleak foundation for us to get PS5s, I'd be very grateful. Please and thank you. I would like the physical copy because sometimes I don't trust like the only digital one. That's my preference. But anyway, they came out with a whole bunch of announcements for different games that will most likely be definitely on the PS5 since PS4 is going to be phasing out soon. We got some like Dead or Alive 6, which I'm still surprised that franchise is still around.
Damn.
Yeah.
You totally caught me off guard by saying that. Out of any franchise, you said that one. I was like, that's not what I was expecting.
Because I was surprised about it because you don't hear about it that much. But yeah, that one's gonna be coming out. That's gonna be coming out in June of June this year. Then of course you got like the Death Stranding 2. There's gonna be that's gonna be on PC coming out next month. And then we got another one that I'm not gonna mention right now, but we're gonna get more detail in our next segment. We also got Ghost of Yotai, if I'm pronouncing it right. It's part of the Ghost of Tsushima franchise, which I still have to play, but like I said, your girl needs PS5 first. And we also got a game for John Wick. So just to name a few, and just to throw it in there because I'm spiteful like that and I'm petty. There's a game that should have been made for Destiny, but it's not. For us Star Wars people, it is Star Wars Galactic Racer. And I'm telling you, if you see the trailer, and for people that play Destiny, you know it should be freaking Sparrow Racing. But I digress.
It does look like I saw like a bit of the trailer today, and I was like, that looks really fun. It looks really incredibly fun. It's not what I thought it was going to be, and I was like, yeah, that does look like Sparrow Race.
Yes, it does. I told you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm excited about all of this. They didn't by chance give a date for when the PS4 would be decommissioned, let's say.
Not yet, but like
Okay.
I'm assuming at least by like the summertime. So
Yeah.
because it already speaking, a lot of the servers for like most like the multiplayer is trying to like be were starting to shut down, like since like 2025 going into like this new year. So I'm gonna say at least by summer, or if not, at least technically by the next. I call the fiscal year, which is usually like November, because that's when like all the console games would come out, except for Nintendo, of course, because they usually come out in the spring. But like for Xbox and PlayStation, they've all been hitting the fall. So I'm gonna say at least by the fall season, we're done. It's
Okay.
over.
Yeah, yeah. It definitely make sense to do it before like the holiday season, obviously, when you start having bundles and such like that. Yeah, I was excited about John Wick. I was like, I love the franchise, except for number 4 did need to be made. The movie was way too that Sarah scenes were just way too damn long. But I'm excited about that, even though I'm not as much of a big gamer as I was. I only play a couple of games. I'm excited by all the news of it and seeing what's out there and everything. Makes me miss E3.
Yeah.
But that's cool. No worries. Yeah, but I would love to hear more about this and whatever else is going to be going on. There are so many games. If you would win the arms of a gamer,
If you'd like to donate at least $2, we will save a gamer's life. And you know what's sad to say? $2 can't even get you decent DLC.
No, it's not
which is sad.
It'll get you a cup of coffee at Quick Check because it's $1.99. That's about it.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's it. Which is cool because
I like Quick Check coffee.
There you go. What I don't like is having my feelings hurt, but this anime actually hit me in the feels, so I kind of dug it. Is Roll Over and Die. Damn, that name sounds so harsh now that I said it out loud. That name sounds so harsh, doesn't it? When I say it out loud, oh my god, that sounds so harsh.
Say you're sorry.
I'm terribly sorry. I apologize, but it sounds so harsh, doesn't it? Saying out loud.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wow. So yeah, the anime named Roll Over and Die. That's a better way to say it. Is basically about there's this party of you have your healer, your magic user, your warrior, like those, like that. And one of the people who their innate talent is, I forget what it's called, reversal. So kind of like bad things happen to her. She ends up being betrayed by her party, and she's sold as being a slave. Right there during February, Black Excellence Month, I was mad. I was like, what? So after my shoulders unlocked, I was watching it, and basically what happens is this young girl who's in the cell, and she's with all these other people, all these other young women, girls, I should say, all these other girls who have been thrown in there and are to be sold, almost like trafficking, which is really weird. That's why I was starting to get really uncomfortable. I was like, oh, what the hell's about to happen here?
Jesus.
So the person who's holding them captive, who's trying to sell them, but he's like, you're all too worthless. I can't get any money from you. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to release ghouls in there, and they're going to eat you for my enjoyment and entertainment. Fight back if you want. So in the center of the room is this huge sword, but it's a cursed sword. So if you start using it and fight, it will automatically make you melt. So in the cell is her, these other girls, and this one girl with bandages all over her face. So the girl decides, look, I'm going to do it because what the hell have I got to lose? I'm going to die anyway. She grabs it. The ghouls start biting her. She doesn't die, but then she ends up killing the ghouls with this sword, and she even begins to heal. Turns out the thing about the sword is cursed be the strong, blessed be the weak. She's considered weak because of her reversal, so her ability to reverse actually causes the sword to make her stronger and heals her. So she ends up being able to use this cursed sword. If you know me in Destiny, you know I love a good cursed weapon. Give me anything that's cursed and I'm all over it. And she takes the young girl with her, but the young girl has been a slave all of her life. And the bandages on her face. So she says, oh, will you be my new master? And she said, no, I'm not going to be your new master. I'm going to get you. She says, oh, well, if you're not going to be my master, then there's no point in me going. She can only have that mindset. Yeah. and their adventures start there, and you start finding out about her party, that one of the people in her party was actually, I think there was one or two people actually didn't wanted her out. The others did not know that. So he tells them that she left, that she didn't want to be a part of it anymore because he was jealous of her and one of the party members of the girl that he wants to be with, who was like her best friend, possibly lovers. I'm not sure. It felt so, I was like, oh my god, it felt like everything was against her. Every single thing was against her. And I had to stop. I was like, oh, this is like harsh. Then I start again. She goes into a tavern because she's like, oh, well, I want an adventure. Do you have any journeys I can go on, make money, what have you? The woman says, no, you're better off just shutting your mouth and opening your legs. That's all that you'll be good for in this town. I'm like, what the hell is going on with, who is trauma dumping in this anime? What the hell? And then guy comes down, he says, hey, look, you know what? I'm going to tell you what, you take this adventure. This is a low class one. It'll be enough for you. You'll make a little bit of money. It'll be easy with you and your skills. She goes, okay, cool. Turns out this guy's also a scumbag because he sent her on a rank, on a mission that was high above her rank. But if she makes it, he ends up getting some of the money and everything. I was like, yo, y'all gotta calm down, relax. But I think I want to go back because I loved an underdog story where the person ends up coming out and just taking everything over. And I also want to see her help this young girl who only thinks her in her mind as a slave to be better. So I have to go in, but that first episode was a lot.
That's all the first episode?
That's all the first episode.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's all the first episode.
I feel like that Patrick meme where he just has like his mouth open in shock and say, or like that Pikachu one, where it's like that blank stare, like, dude, like, yeah, what the hell?
Like, that was legit me. I was like, y'all gotta calm down. And I looked, and it only been 20 minutes. I was like, you gotta kid me, dude. What the hell?
My God.
I do recommend it though, because I want to see her succeed. I want to see her topple everything now. That's the only thing I want to see her topple everything. But it was very interesting. I would had themes of like domestic abuse and trafficking and things like that. So it had those themes in there. So I will say for that, I want to say, wow, that was great to put that in, even if it wasn't so subtle in an anime. But like I said, I want to see her take that cursed sword and take everyone out. Everyone who's ever done her wrong, take them out. I want her to get back to her party and nail this dude to the wall with that sword. So yes, it's a bit of a hard watch because it can be painful at times, dark. But the anime named Roll Over and Die on Crunchyroll, I do recommend it because the story seems very deep and it's going to be awesome. But I'm hoping that she actually takes this dude out, all of them actually. Yeah, I don't even know where to go with that. After that, on lighter news, Jabba, something that's coming back.
I mean, but still, it's still bloody and violent too, because it's the God of War trilogy remix. So
yeah, you're right. Jeez. This is a very dark episode, folks. I'm sorry. Jeez.
I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm just crying because I'm just laughing so much because it's like, okay.
First episode. Jeez, what the hell?
Christ.
That was a lot.
Yes, Jesus. God.
I'm sorry, Jabba. I'm sorry.
And I thought I usually find like the most deranged animes, but no, you topped it this week, sir. You got it.
It wasn't on purpose. I thought it was going to be something a bit lighthearted.
Anyway, God of War trilogy remake. It was announced and also the state of play, but I wanted to highlight this one because I am a big God of War fan and I just love the game so much. And also, if you guys were to watch the video, Carlson gives like the video for it.
Yes.
And he's like the OG actor for the original Gods of War. So I'm glad he's getting his his extra highlight in the game. So I am super excited, even though we're still early on in like getting the game started. They just announced it. I can't wait to see. I kind of hope, even though they say trilogy, I kind of want them to add like the two PSP games in there, even though it's only technically 3 games. I want them to do both the PSP games, or at least maybe like make them cheaper if you want to buy them online to play. Because I mean, man, like those cinematic scenes, those cinematic action scenes when you're fighting some of these monsters, Jesus. Yeah. And of course, I know a lot of you perverts out there are going to be waiting for the Aphrodite scene. If you know, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. That's going to be remade. All right. That is going to be remade. But I mean, because God of War itself was like, that was like the game for PlayStation, honestly. Like, and then storyline, especially from like going from that into, because the way we thought 3 was going to end, like we weren't expecting it to have like a new one, like the new God of War for PS4. Like, oh, they're back, and Kratos got a full beard, which I love. And so now, because he went from like Greek to Norse mythology, because at first like we didn't hear nothing about it though, but now they're coming back with a remake. I'm like, bet I'm ready to play it again, and probably play the entire thing in this like chronological order.
Oh,
I think that's what I did. No, I did do that because I did get the what was it, the remaster, or I think it was like the bundle where like 1 and 2 were together because I wanted to play before I played 3. And I think I was
remastered. I think that's the remaster.
We're just 1 and 2, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was 1 and 2. And yeah, because I didn't have 1 and 2 because I came into it late. Of course, like I do with most great games. Before 3 came out. Before 3 came out, I was like, oh, let me play 1 and 2. And I didn't know about the PSP games at the time. So I played 1 and 2 first, fell in love, played 3, fell in love again. And then as soon as I got Ascension, which was like the prequel to that, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna replay it all over again just because Ascension was technically the prequel from the first one, going into the first game and stuff like that. So yeah, so God of War is amazing. I can't wait, and I can't wait to hear more of Boy in the next couple of games to go for.
Yeah, Seth Farrow. Thank you, Seth Farrow. You've always been one of the most supportive individuals possible. Absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so very much. He said, GLW, God of War, I will need to upgrade the game system. We were just talking about that.
I know. And shout out to Joy because she instantly thought of me when she saw that. I'm like, yep, I know.
Yep. I know. Yep, exactly. It's just awesome. I'm excited. I played 1 and 2. I never played any of the other games.
Oh, you gotta play 3. It's so good.
Yeah. So I want to play the other because they were always so interesting to me. And I like the combo system. I like the little mini games, not the perverted part of it, but just that little, like, because it was like a nice little breather, just something different to do like in the middle of the game. So I like that. I also am excited about like going into from that to the Asgardian mythology and then onto the Egyptian mythology. I'm excited to see him go through the different pantheons. Obviously, I want the Egyptian gods to beat him. I want Anubis to just be the one to decimate him. I have my bias. I don't care. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Comic. Just to let you know, there is a comic that ties in between, like that little gap between what is it, 3 before going into the Norse mythology of God of War.
Yeah. I'm excited about this. It's almost like, I like seeing franchises be remade and then still continued, when there's like a huge gap in there. What's up, Calvin? So never played God of War. Should I start with this before doing the other games, Jabba?
If so, I would say if you can't get them in chronological order, not from from God of War 1 through 3. So I think it's Ascension. There's Ghost of Sparta, and then there's Son of Sparta because there's some extra tidbits. Because especially when you play the God of War for the Norse mythology, that's when they start going into just like random comments when you start idling. Because Kratos will talk to Mimir, who's one of the characters in God of War, and they'll start reverting back to like some of the stuff that he had in like the original gameplay for God of War. So I definitely say play the in chronological order if you can get it. I'm pretty sure you can.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's about like six games total, technically speaking. So yeah, Ascension, Ghost of Sparta, Chains of Olympus, and 1, 2, and 3 before the Norse mythology one.
I have so much to play with that. I think that would be a fun like summertime thing for me to kind of binge the games and do that. Said Pharaoh, I want to play, but I do want him to hit a hard stop with the African gods. I'm not. Look, obviously, I have my own bias because of certain things, but yes, I'm not gonna lie yet. Same thing. So that's exciting. I'm excited to see that.
Can I give another shout out for at least for our homegirl Joy, because I know me and her that have the same type of playing mindset. Joy, if you put it on easy, there is a trophy for it, because I got it too, because I am dying too much, and there is a trophy for that in one of the games. Just
I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Yes. Oh my God.
I'm like, wow, they really shamed me. They're like, do you want to go back to easy mode? I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I totally forgot about that. Oh my God. I have no problem with that at all. So yeah. Cal says she's 6. Yeah. 6 games.
I mean, at least not 6, 7.
No, never mind. Absolutely refuse to sell that. I refuse to sell that. But what I did not refuse to go back and watch, this is an old one, folks, but I wanted to bring it up because I think it's a really awesome one that doesn't get talked about very much, which is CyberSix. And you can watch this on Retro Crush. This is an add-on you can get on Amazon Prime to watch, just like how there's Crunchyroll, AMC, all those. It's an add-on channel that you can get. So basically, this was one, I didn't know a lot about this one when it originally was on Saturday mornings on Fox. But I really enjoyed the style of it, but I didn't know a lot about it. I just saw this really cool leather-clad character, says a lot about my personality, all black, jumping from rooftop to rooftop and having this panther as like their companion and sidekick. Loved it. When I went to go and read up on it recently, I did not realize that it was based on a comic strip from Argentina.
Ooh.
Yeah, I didn't know that. And there was a whole like comic and everything like that. But this is basically the plot of it. I'm gonna read this for you. A leather-clad, obviously somebody else knows about it as well. A female gynoid named CyberSix protects the town of Meridiana at night. She fights these creatures that are made from this creator named Dr. Von Riker. His clone son Jose and a Frankenstein-like monster resembling fixed ideas. I think that's what they're called, as fixed ideas. But the thing about it is that she will masquerade as a male teacher during the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And she has like a really there's another teacher that she'll hang out with who was a biology teacher, I think, named Lucas. I used to like watch it, and I was always at that time I didn't know I wasn't really thinking about gender, and I wasn't thinking about gender roles and like anything like that, or how you might identify. But it was always interesting to me that at night she would fight crime and she would be herself, and during the day she would masquerade as a male teacher. I always thought it was great, and I love the fact again that she had this Black Panther as her companion. And Panther's name was Data 7, I want to say. I wish I could find the actual comic, because I would love to read that comic, honestly. But I thought this was a really great one. This is one from, like I said, this is maybe, let me see when this was out. I want to say it had to be like just
it's
after,
like 80s, 90s vibes.
No, it was 2000s, I want to say, yeah. Which makes sense because it does, like when you watch it, it actually has that kind of 2000s feel to it. Okay. I always thought it has a beautiful, and it still holds up. If you watch it, the style and everything is beautiful. Like if you watched a lot of like the Saturday morning Fox cartoons, you'd see and know that style. I think it's has a similar style as like Rusty and the Big Guy. I think the name of the cartoon was about like you know, so I'm talking. Yeah, the little boy robot, and then like there was a big robot, but it was actually a man inside, and he didn't know. That it has that similar style to it. I thought it was a great looking comic. Didn't know a lot about it. I think it only ran like one season. But if you can, go check this out on a Retro Crush. I think it's like $3.99 a month. I'm not saying to keep it, but check this out, honestly. I really think this is one that I would love to see being brought back, um, either on Prime or Netflix or whoever. And I think an updated version of this would be so cool because the animation already stands up so much now. But I think if we updated it even more with what we've got going on, but still stay true to the base, like or like the core animation, I should say, it would be phenomenal. And if they made it a little truer to the comic, from what I read, it would be crazy. So yeah, CyberSix, go check it out. Like I said, this is an old one. This is like more than 20 years old, I admit. But sometimes I like to just go back and watch old stuff and appreciate it because then it gives me a bit more of an appreciation for what's come now.
Right.
Especially stuff that holds up. Because if you watch the old Superman, like the first Superman animated stuff, cartoons from like Fleischer, how does it still hold up so beautifully?
Because it does.
Exactly. It's one of they're just one of the most beautiful things possible. So yeah, go check out CyberSix on Retro Culture. If you can find it somewhere else, find it somewhere else. But I would love to see an updated version of that. Honestly, I just think it's just beautiful. CyberSix, I don't recognize that one. Yeah, it's one from like a while ago. But yeah, check it out if you're able to check it out. Like I said, it's a fun one. I love the look and the feel of it. It's just it just has a different vibe to it altogether. Yeah, I'm just there.
You're just there.
Like I don't know what else to say about that. I honestly don't. Yeah, now I'm all excited to like watch it some more. I'll be honest with you. I'm such a goofball with that stuff. Crazy. But what's not goofy is Nick Cage, damn it. Jabba.
In this Spider-Noir TV show that's happening on Prime, I ended up coming across this, of course, on TikTok because I doom scroll. Like, sue me. But I was surprised because shut up. Sorry. I was surprised because like all of a sudden, like, oh, this is Spider-Man. I'm thinking it's something for like, Into the Spider-Verse because that's like the most Spider-Man besides No Way Home, like besides the Marvel No Way Home that we've been getting. So I'm like, oh, we're gonna get that. And that's the most I've seen him like for Spider-Man art was Into the Spider-Verse. And I'm like, oh, we're getting the show. I'm like, oh no, it's just about him. And the fact that Nicolas Cage, who he voiced as Spider-Man in the Into the Spider-Verse, is now getting his own show. I'm like, ooh, I'm excited. So yeah, the trailer just dropped, and is a teaser trailer actually. So it's talking about Spider-Noir and how it's gonna come out to be. It's no relation to Into the Spider-Verse or like any of like the Marvel things, which I'm also surprised about because I know at Marvel they're very picky when it comes to giving out their stuff. It's like freaking divorce court. I'm like, what child's gonna get custody with the parent? So I'm surprised that they're allowing this to be, especially be on Prime.
Damn, it turned into a custody hearing all of a sudden.
Saying especially with Spider-Man in general, though, like that's been a touchy character. Let me take that back. Not a touchy character, touchy subject. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Relax, folks. Relax. Now
but one cool thing is though, I like since like with noir, that's supposed like a lot like black and white, so like grayscale. They're actually gonna do it in two versions. They're doing it in like full color, and they're gonna do black and white. So I'm like, I don't know which one to watch first. I think I want to watch it in black and white just to be traditional, and then watch it in color. But I'm excited to see how this is gonna play out, what the story's about, because I really don't know of this particular Spider-Man. Like I think besides Into the Spider-Verse, I've only seen him. What was that game? I think it was it Web of Shadows? I think it was when Shadow was it Shadow Dimension or something like that, where they split in different timelines.
Well, there were two. Like there was one where you got the I think 3 or 4 different Spider-Man. And then there was the one that was after that, which was set in the future with 2099, but they were like late games. I think it was Web of. Yeah, I can't remember the name. I'll be honest with you.
But yes, I forgot. I think that was like the only time before Into
Shattered Dimensions.
Thank you. I couldn't think of the actual name for it. So that was the only time I actually got introduced into that Edge of Time.
Edge of Time was the second one.
Either way,
yeah,
that's when I got introduced into that particular Spider-Man compared to all the other ones that I wasn't sure about. Thank you. Too many dimensions, too many different timelines. Marty needs to go fix, like, the flux capacitor and call it a day. And we get back to 1985. All right. But sorry.
So done with this show. The network is going to cancel us after that one. Oh my God.
What,
So
do you have
sad.
plutonium in your closet?
Yes.
Okay, well, the Taliban's gonna get us, so, like, whatever. But anyway, this is gonna be coming out on the 27th of May, so it's gonna be Memorial Weekend. So I'm excited to watch that. If you don't have anything to binge watch during that holiday, it's gonna be on Amazon Prime Video and also for MGM Plus.
Okay.
Prime Video, so I'm gonna be watching that from the comfort of my couch, or maybe from Fan Expo. If you know, you know.
Sounds good. Said Farrah, obviously, with one of the best lines of the movie. Sometimes I let matches burn down to my fingertips just to feel something, anything. Let me tell you, there's nobody else that you could have gotten for this role but Nicolas Cage. There's nobody else that you could have gotten. There's nobody else, honestly. I'm excited to watch this. I never read the comic, but I did play the game, Shattered Dimensions. I have seen, obviously, the Spider-Man, the animated Spider-Man movies, the Spider-Verse movies. I'm excited to see Nicolas Cage go full out. I think they were doing like a panel or something, and the moderator asked him, well, how does it feel, like, you haven't been in the MCU yet, how does it feel to be this, like, close to the MCU, like something like that? And he goes, well, yeah, I haven't been in the MCU. I haven't been in, even though he's been Ghost Rider and now he's being Spider-Noir. Yeah. And he turned around and he was like, well, I don't think I need the MCU. I'm Nicolas Cage. And I was like, yeah, all right, yeah. I couldn't even respond. I was like, he's not wrong. He's Nicolas Cage. And when Nicolas Cage goes full Nicolas Cage, he's going Nicolas Cage. And that sentence makes no sense, yet it makes all the sense.
Exactly.
Because that's Nicolas Cage. Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited to watch this. I didn't realize it was coming that soon, which I'm excited to watch it. Truthfully, I am.
I didn't realize that we weren't getting anything Spider-Man related except for the new Spider-Man, like, that was just like strictly from like Marvel. So I'm like, oh, so like, let's just say, can we give a shout out to Amazon Prime, because they're now taking hold of a lot of video game and comic adaptations. From, like, we're getting God of War, we're getting Tomb Raider, now we're getting Spider-Noir. Yeah, Nick Cage don't need Marvel. So I'm like, Prime is actually holding up with a lot of their stuff, which I'm surprised at.
And they're doing it so well. Joy for you sake, she'll watch the black and white and then color. I think I'm just gonna stick with the black and white, just to get the feeling of it, because I love that, because you don't see a lot of black and white things nowadays. So I think I want to watch it in black and white. Like, I might slip and just watch like that, but I think I would rather just watch it in black and white. Like, sometimes I wish things did come in black and white just so I could watch them and see how they shoot it, how they actually just make it even more vibrant with just the gray tones, just black and white. It's just cool. But either way, I think this is going to be a really fun one. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. Excuse me. What else is a lot of fun if you have a Hulu or Disney Plus is Predator Badlands has arrived on Hulu Finally. And on Disney Plus. Yeah, this is what I was waiting for, because they've been doing a great job with the Alien and Predator movies and that whole universe. Between what was it? Aliens Prometheus? No, Aliens Romulus. Excuse me, Aliens Romulus. Then we had Aliens Earth, Prey, which was phenomenal. Absolutely loved. That might be one of my favorite Predator movies. And we also got the animated Predator movie as well. And now we have Predator Badlands. This came out. I just want to let people know this is out there. Please watch. I've watched some of it and it's absolutely fun. It is fun. It is so fun. I've wanted to see a movie where we focus on a predator, which are actually called the Yautja, I think they're called. That's actually the name of their race, species. And it opens up with the young predator named Deck. and they're actually speaking the language. Pretty much most of the movie, from what I can tell, from what I've seen anyway. See it, and he goes on a journey to, obviously, to his the rite of passage for their people is to pick a planet, is to pick a creature that they want to hunt, and obviously, they're going to go after the most deadly and vile creatures. And he picks one, and it's on a planet called Jenna, I believe, and goes there to hunt this creature because this is a creature that is so fearsome that even his father does not want to hunt this creature because he's actually afraid of it. So he goes, well, if I'm the weakest of the family, if I'm the runt of the family, which his father calls him the runt and the weakling of their clan, he says, well, if I'm the weakest one, that I'm going to show him by, I'm going to go to that planet and bring back the carcass, this creature as a trophy to show. And you see, like, the opening scene is Deck and his brother fighting, almost training. And the fight is so immersive because you don't see predators going after each other like this. They're normally going after humans or xenomorph or some other creature. Absolutely loved it, seeing like the almost like martial arts factor of it, their agility, their strength, their prowess as far as fighting. I was just so blown away, and seeing a young predator as well, which is so cool. Seeing a young one of their species and going into these trials and its rite of passage. Absolutely loved it. I'm going to continue the movie, but I think after watching this, I'm going to go back and rewatch Prey, and I'm going to rewatch the animated movie because they're just so awesome. The other night, I was rewatching the original Predator.
Oh, okay.
Because they're all on Hulu. Just go to Hulu, check them all out. And I was late watching that movie. I didn't see it until years after it came out, and I watched it. I was like, oh my god! And I think it was VHS. I think it was. Joy will know about this one. Red Bank, Phaser videos. If you know, you know. Right across the street from that bar, that pub. And I watched that movie like all weekend. I remember it was just so cool to me. So I love seeing this. Yeah, go check this out. I love seeing franchises do different things. With yes, exactly, Joy Infinity, exactly. I love seeing properties come back after years and years and years and doing something different. This is similar conversation that we could have for God of War. Being gone for years and coming back and just having so much fun and a new environment, new character, or character developed in a way that you did not think you'd ever see. Boy, and ways like that. Absolutely love it. So yes, go and check this out. A lot of fun. Just relax, sit back, put your feet up, get some ice cream, some popcorn, and just enjoy it, folks. Enjoy it. Enjoy. So, obviously, Jabba, this is Black Excellence Month, February. So we love to give Black Excellence spotlights on people that you may know, that you may not have heard, but we just want to say thank you because you are what the month is built on. Because it's not just Black history, it's also Black present and Black future. And that's what's important. So who you got, Jabba? Who are you giving a spotlight to?
Well, first on my list is a Jersey native, which is late and great Whitney Houston. I mean, music.
Yes.
Music.
Yes.
From gospel to R&B is like, woman was gold, okay? Like, all time gold. So like her music was like my childhood and then some. I still listen to her like, to this day. Like I will have her songs on like rotation, no matter what it is, just because. And especially when they do like remixes, like dance remixes for some of her songs. Oh, the bop is an absolute bop. So Whitney is a start off.
Wow, you can't go wrong with Whitney. I believe this is the anniversary. Was it her birthday or the anniversary of her passing last week? I want to say
it was her passing because she passed during Grammy weekend. I remember that much.
Yes. Yeah, just one of the. I can still hear her. You know what I mean? That's how iconic and everlasting her voice is. Her voice is immortal. You don't even need to put it on. You'll hear it in your head between the Star Spangled Banner. All of The Bodyguard.
Mm-hmm. Let's
I
play
want to
this.
dance with somebody. I just there's.
Yeah, I can play this. The one that will stop me in my tracks, and I will have to hear the whole song through, is "When You Believe" from the Prince of Egypt. I
Oh,
have to stop and listen
okay.
to the whole song with her and Mariah Carey. You just stop, shut up, stop, and listen to it. You're going to church, okay?
Wow, that's yeah. So Whitney Houston, obviously, just yeah, just one of the great, just one of the greatest, the most iconic, to ever do it. Joy Infinity, timeless voice, absolutely yes. Just absolutely yes. For myself, I have to give it to this gentleman. Um, what he's done for geek culture and founding this incredible entity called blacksci-fi.com. I have to say Maurice Waters.
Mm.
Maurice was one of the people who really, who I saw, um, between him and the Blurred Girl, were people who were out there talking about stuff that was happening in Black geek culture, and were doing it. That I was seeing, who were the most out there doing it, the most seen that I knew of, and they were the ones who kind of like were making me like, wow, so people were doing this and it's great. What have you? I never knew this guy. I wish we had the two of them when I was a kid, just because it's so important. And Black sci-fi, a lot of the streamers and these influencers and what have you, owe a lot to Black sci-fi, between
Mm-hmm.
being able to read reviews and synopsis and what's happening here, what's happening over there, having things about everything that was going on, whether it was a novel, no matter what it was. They were definitely exactly said Pharaoh. Yep, that right there. BlackSci-Fi.com helped a lot. Black Sci-Fi helped me a lot as well. The editor at time, uh, Robert Jeffrey, co-host here at the channel, was he would ask me for reviews, and I was like, no, it's not for me. No, cool. Then he asked me, and I one day, and I said, yeah, and I was like, oh well, thank you very much. And for the two of them to see something in me, with all my ramblings and about comics and this and that and what have you, and diving deep into indie culture and the Black indie culture, as far as like a geek world and comics and everything. It's amazing. So blacksci-fi.com and Maurice Waters, a lot of what we see and what we hear and what we have, we need to say thank you and give it up to Maurice and to blacksci-fi.com. A lot of people came out of that. Robert Jeffrey, Tiara Jonte, excuse me, M. Shy S. Dash, Sean Aline, just to name a few off the top of my head. Myself for a little while, honestly. So yes, it definitely, they deserve. Stop thinking about the people who are out there who are bad faith actors, or people who don't want to talk about milestone and Black comic book history because they don't want to talk about Black politics. Stop talking about them and start talking about the people who are still here, the people who have been doing it, and the people who gave you what was going on that the mainstream wasn't going to touch unless it made them money. Talk about them for real. Get off my soapbox.
Okay.
I'm gonna clock it.
Step down. Step down.
Clock it. Clock it. Clock it. What? I don't know what finger it is. Clock it. T. I don't know what it is.
I
Oh,
don't know.
okay. Clock it.
Pick a finger. Any finger.
Clock it. T. Clock it. Clock it. I have no idea what I'm doing.
All right. My next one is Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I've seen him like when he was like, doing like comedy skits and stuff, like, Key and Peele and stuff like that. But I really liked him as a writer and as a director, and especially with him doing I would say like the non-typical like Black movies where it looks like you're in the hood and like you're a thug or whatever, you're selling drugs. Like, no, like he did movies where it's like it makes you think. Like, I like his horror writing, because like when he did Us and when he did Get Out, like, oh, and Nope, and the fact that there's meaning within all of them, where like you totally have to like rewatch the movies like at least like twice to understand it. It's so good. And especially for stuff that he's even like written, like he was like he did screenplay for a Candyman, which I didn't realize until like later on. So I'm like, that one's good too. So like he's done a lot of stuff that you guys need to look up on. He was also on it for what was the movie Him that just went on to Peacock with
Marlon Williams.
Which is also trippy too. So like I am very excited to see, I want to say, a Black creative and like the director scene for like, especially for horror stuff. And it's not like the typical horror that we would see for like, in like the Black trope where it's like, oh, you're in the hood, you stole something, it's not supposed to be yours or whatever, and like, you gotta give back, and then like, we all get killed off in like the first 15 minutes of the movie. But like, but I want to give him his flowers because he's been doing a great job in the movie scene, especially as a creative for directing and writing.
Yeah, Get Out was something that changed the whole landscape. It changed everything for the way that Black folks looked at horror, because we're like, yeah, just a simple thing like going home to meet like your white partner's parents can be a whole horror story. It's just the simplest, like we don't need to make up monsters, stuff like that. All we have to do is go outside, and it's wild. And each title has such a different meaning too, which is great. Yeah, just one of the best. I find people who can do incredible comedy can also do some of the most incredible work, either drama, thriller, or horror, because you have to know both sides of the same coin. Honestly, yeah, so definitely that. Yes, absolutely. Since we're gonna talk about people in film and directors, Ava DuVernay. Ava DuVernay is amazing. Yes, absolutely. One of the most prolific, one of the people who just makes me think when I see her work. I know the thing that I loved watching of her, which was Queen Sugar. Obviously, that series was just so beautiful, so amazing, and I was sitting down watching OWN, sitting there. I was in my 30s when that came out. I want to say I was in my 30s. I'm sitting there, 30-something-year-old Black man sitting there watching OWN. DVR is set every week. I'm watching Queen Sugar. Get it. And it was just so amazing. Yeah, just I wish she had did something for DC when she was supposed to do something for the New Gods. I would have absolutely loved seeing that. But whether she did New Gods or not, she is one of the best and absolutely incredible. Thank you, Ava. Thank you.
Okay, my last one, and it's so deserving, is the Miss Angela Bassett.
Swoon. Yes.
Is the quote unquote Oscar winner.
Yes.
So we know what it is. Angela Bassett. I mean, the woman has range, and she's even in the stuff that you don't realize that she's in until you see her in the credits. That's how good she is. We're like, oh, I didn't know that. Because I remember, what was it? She voiced one of the characters in, what was it, Horizon Forbidden West. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm like, pause. I know that face and I know that voice. I'm like, yes, that's Angela Bassett. So like I said, for her, from doing like video games to movies to TV shows and playing different characters, and she was supposed to win an Oscar, which we were all voting for, but we know she should have gotten, but we won't discuss it. Given the most heartfelt and gut-wrenching speech of all time in Marvel history, she needs her flowers. Damn it.
I don't know how to even top that. Yeah, absolutely. One of the most iconic, timeless. Just yes, absolutely. Yes. Damn, just knocked me right off my perch with that one. Yeah, she played from, and no matter what role, she brings this regal strength and vulnerability and depth. She just brings it with every role, and from playing Tina Turner, you know what I'm saying, to playing Queen Ramonda of Wakanda.
They're playing Katherine Jackson in the
Yes.
Jackson movie TV
Yes.
special that we all watch. Okay.
And then switching it up and going to TV.
And she's been in TV for a while where people don't realize it.
Yeah, we're doing 911. She was doing, correct? It was not. It was a regular 911.
It's 911. She's been in one of my
American
favorites.
Horror Story.
My favorite one, Coven, and she came back again, and then she's also coming back again for another season of American Horror Story, which I'm so excited for. So it's like she's done a lot.
Yes. Wow. Yeah, absolutely. So, you know what? Let's stick with movies for this last one. I'm going to say he did so much and he's no longer here, unfortunately. But I got to say James Earl Jones.
Damn it.
James Earl Jones. One of the most iconic voices you'll ever hear. When he was a presence on screen, you felt him and you saw him. From, I want to say, Ms. Angela Always Got a Job, Bassett. Get out, Joy Infinity. Get out. Get out. Yes.
Right.
But get out my house. But yes, but get out my house. I can't stand y'all. James Earl Jones, we know him as Darth Vader. Obviously, when you found out that Darth Vader's voice is a black man, you're like, wait. When I found out, I was like, oh. But then when I saw him take off the mask, I was like, he's not black. And then I learned that he had just did the voice and did do the acting. Okay, which is fine. Then we have The Lion King.
Yes.
Which is everything the light touches is yours. Just there's certain lines are just amazing. And then he could go comedy with Coming to America.
Oh, both.
As King Jaffe Joffer. Just one of the he's like, do you have sex with your royal baby with this? I know I do. There's so lines that you seeing this man say and you like, and everything he did was just iconic.
Just to throw it in there, that man was so iconic. He was selling telephones. You remember the Bell commercial?
Oh my God, yes.
Like,
I forgot about that.
I didn't even know who the name was, but I just recognized the voice. I said, "Well, Foster's selling phones," and I couldn't even buy one at the time because I was way too young. But I'm like, I want a Bell phone because Mufasa was on TV. Okay,
I forgot about that. Yeah. He was even so iconic that he made appearances on what was the name of that damn show? The Big Bang Theory. I never watched the show because it's the totally opposite of what we do here. But I saw the clips that he was in and they were hilarious. But that's what he brought you in with all this, again, passion and the voice and the legendary career. James Earl Jones, you are gone, but you are not forgotten. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You damn right.
Yes. So that's it for our spotlights this week. Which those were some heavy ones, but good ones. God damn, that was crazy. Okay, so real quick before we go, because we only have a few minutes to go. Real quick, Jabba, what are you watching?
I'm definitely watching the Hunger Games franchise again because the song, what was it, the Snake and Bird or whichever one that came out was on Peacock. So I haven't like rewatched. It was like the prequel to the entire franchise. So I'm watching the entire franchise all over again.
Oh, I think there's supposed to be another one coming out.
There is. It's coming out It's coming out this year. This is dealing with Haymitch's time during the reaping. So I just watched all the original ones plus the Song and Reaping one or wherever the one was that recently came out. Just get more insight again. I'm like, okay, this makes sense.
Oh yeah, because I know the next one is going to be called The Hunger Games, the Squirrel and the Broom. So that's going to be very exciting. That's going to be very exciting to see how those two things go together. I have no idea what that was going to be called, folks. I have no freaking idea. What am I watching? Excuse me. I'm actually watching. Oh, reading? Oh my goodness.
Reading.
Or reading. I'll give you what I'm reading. Okay. Oh my God. I just started. Oh my God. I know because no, through my mind because I was thinking about more what I'm watching and not what I'm reading. No, I'm gonna say what I'm watching. What I'm watching is Portlandia. It's my perfect comfort watch. It was a show. It was like kind of a sketch show, anthology bit of a show on IFC. Yes, that was a long time ago, folks. Be quiet. It's Fred Armisen and Carrie Brownstein. and it's them just. It made me want to go and live in Portland. It's about them living in Portland. It's these two platonic friends who have a house, and they each have there's a C over her bed and an F over his bed, and it's just the most random comedy as well. But then they bring the characters back to sometimes tell their stories. One of my favorite things. It was about 5 or 6 seasons, I think.
Oh, wow.
It's on Netflix. Watch the whole series. It's my comfort watch. I've watched it probably 9 times now, just because it's just there. You can jump in at any time to watch it, and it doesn't make a difference. So yeah, check that out. So folks, that is our show. Wow, there was a lot going on here, but we had a lot of fun. Jabba. Yeah, all right.
I mean, that's it. Thank you for watching. Drink your waters. And yes, the squirrel and the broom. It's not real, but it's real to us.
Oh, it will be. Oh, it will be real. That sounded way too threatening for some reason. I don't know why. So folks, thank you so very much. This Friday, this Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me not jump the broom. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. If you know, you know, I'm not jumping the broom. Yes, this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it will be myself and Robert Jeffrey, and we will be talking about comics and the news that is out there, and we will have some reviews for you as well. And then Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it will be an episode of the Hungry Bleak Show. But, oh my God, look at what I'm doing. I'm going to be appearing somewhere. What?
Ooh.
Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, please go and check out VirtuousCon. I will be moderating a panel for the topic is resistance in comics. I will be so very happy to do that. I have a great panel of guests. I have Stephanie Williams, TJ Sterling, David F. Walker, and Natasha. She's from Melanated Mind. She's from Midnight Comics. I'm trying to remember her name, unfortunately, because she was just added to the excuse me, to the event, and I am just like astonished to be talking about this. Let me get her name very quickly because I want to make sure. And it is that's not it. Give me one moment, folks. I promise you, I will make it worth your while. I absolutely promise. I'm trying my best to go quickly, but I have short arms. But I would definitely check them out at Midnight Comics. I absolutely love what they're doing over there. Yeah, so just took a NATOSHA, Natasha. But check out Midnight Comics. They've got some great stuff out there. I'm so awesome. I'm just really enthused to be doing that. So thank you very much to VirtuousCon and that opportunity. It will be fun. It will be great. It will be a smile on a plate. I don't even know what that means. So that's it. Folks, you have a very good evening. Enjoy the rest of it. Please be safe. Drink your water. Abolish ice. And that's it. Oh, and happy President Barack Obama Day. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Forgot about
that part.
Happy President Day, not President. President's Day. Evil smile. Good night, folks. Peace. Oh God, I love it. Yes.